submissions until the 22nd of December, post which if you fail to receive your certificates, you may contact us on the email ID mentioned on the screen. Thank you all. We will begin shortly. This is a kind reminder to everybody. Kindly avoid using the chat box for introducing yourself and greeting fellow participants. We would appreciate it if you could use the chat box only to post questions related to the program. Thank you. We will be beginning in the next 2 minutes. I urge all the participants on both YouTube as well as on Zoom to kindly avoid introducing yourself and greeting each other, as it will become very difficult for us to find genuine questions that have been addressed to the resource person. Kindly bear with us, all of you. We will begin in 2 minutes. Thank you. A very good afternoon to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the management and the internal quality assurance cell of St. Joseph's College Autonomous, I am delighted to welcome each of you to this webinar on NAAC, Quality Assurance in Higher Education, organized under the aegis of the UGC scheme PARAMARSH. For the greater glory of education and society at large, we must ensure sustained and collective learning. We are indeed fortunate to be a part of this UGC scheme PARAMARSH, where we have the responsibility of guiding mentee institutions to get themselves accredited. Let us begin this program by seeking the blessings and grace of the Almighty. I request our students, Ms. Amanda Taffy, Ms. Calrida Pearl D'Souza, Ms. Soumya Ann Norman, and Ms. Jennifer Albert to render the invocation song.
This is my desire to honor you, Lord, with all my heart, I worship you. All I have within me, I give you praise. All that I adore is in you. Lord, I give you my heart. I give Come on my way. Lord, have your way in me. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, every moment I wait. Lord, have your way in me.
Thank you, dear students, for that soulful rendition and for setting the tone for today's webinar. I now request Dr. Syed Wajid, Director, Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Coordinator of PARAMARSH, to welcome the gathering.
Thank you, Poonam. Respected resource person, Dr. Ponmudiraj, Father Sweber de Silva, SJ Rector, Father Dr. Victor Lobo, SJ Principal, Dr. Melvin Colasso, Registrar, Father Denzel Lobo, SJ Director, IT, Dr. Father Joseph Lobo, Research Director, Father Richard Rego, Coordinator, International Collaborations, Father John, Finance Officer, Vice Principals, Dr. Rabi, Mr. Clement de Souza, Dr. Jyoti, and Father Francis SJ from the host college, and from the mentee institutions, principals, IQAC coordinators, and staff, and all the principals, IQAC coordinators, and staff from other higher educational institutions. Good evening to all of you. We all have gathered here on this platform for a webinar on NAAC, Quality Assurance in Higher Education, organized under the Aegis of UGC scheme PARAMARSH, towards mentoring NAAC aspirant institution. As said by Ron Lewis, ensuring quality higher education is one of the most important things we can do for the future generations. Hence, to deliberate on the quality assurance in higher education, we have with us a dynamic person, Dr. B.S. Ponmudiraj, Advisor, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, which is an autonomous institution of the University Grant Commission, Bengaluru. Dear sir, we are honored with your gracious presence, and on behalf of the management, staff of SJC and all gathered here, a hearty welcome to you. Let me now welcome the person who nurtures our dreams, the person who caters to our needs, the person who is always a moral boost to us. It's none other than our beloved principal, Reverend Dr. Victor Lobo, SJ. On behalf of the staff and students, I extend a warm welcome to you, dear Father. Amidst us, we have principals, IQAC coordinators, and the staff of mentee institution. A warm welcome to all of you. We also have with us the principals, IQAC coordinators, and the staff from various colleges from Karnataka and other states. I'm happy to share that there are more than 100 colleges who have registered and around 661 who have registered for this webinar. I welcome all of you for this webinar. To all the fathers, deans, HODs, PG coordinators, IQAC criteria coordinators, and team, faculty from all the other colleges, a hearty welcome to you. Once again, I welcome one and all who have gathered here and wish you all a great evening and a fruitful webinar.
Thank you, Dr. Wajid, for that welcome address. I now invite Professor Clement de Souza, Accreditation Ambassador of PARAMARSH, Associate Professor in Department of Economics, and the Vice Principal of the Arupe Block Shift 2 to present the opening remarks. Over to you, Professor Clement.
Thank you, Poonam. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, you are.
Greetings to one and all. It gives me an immense warmth and a great pleasure to grace all of your overwhelming participation for this webinar on Zoom. It is my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all. Hearty welcome to our esteemed guest, Dr. Ponmudiraj, Advisor NAAC, Ministry of Education, Government of India. We are looking forward listening to you, sir. Special thanks to our Father Victor Lobo, our Principal, St. Joseph's College, Dr. Wajid, Director, IQAC, and the team IQAC who have organized this interesting and the need of the hour webinar. Well, here are my few opening remarks for this webinar on NAAC, Quality Assurance in Higher Education. Sometimes ago in late 90s, there was a great book, a bestseller, authored by Miss Diane Green, titled What is Quality in Higher Education? Wherein it was stated that the efficiency factor was the key word in 80s and in the beginning of 90s, especially in higher education. But now with affirmation, I can say it is not just the efficiency factor, and also it is the quality in higher education is the touchstone of this 21st century. Going by the studies on quality in higher education, it is found that many approaches have been used to improve quality of higher education in the fast changing education sector. An ancient philosopher once said, a man who chases two rabbits will catch neither. Today, when we talk about quality in higher education, we chase too many rabbits. It is time to take steps and prioritize by focusing on key areas of quality in higher education. Government of India, through its Ministry on Higher Education and its affiliate NAAC, have been thinking rightly by focusing on transformational benefits of shift in paradigms, innovations, adoption of technology, etc., that can be harnessed and adopted by other institutions of higher education, especially under this program titled PARAMARSH. We at St. Joseph's, trying to realize this satsang model of PARAMARSH, that is sharing by mentoring, which offers a path forward based upon quality perspectives nationwide, wherein we focus on following areas. 1, clarifying program structure and its aims. 2nd, articulating high quality learning goals. 3rd, rigorously measuring student progress. 4th, prioritize higher order competencies and disciplinarily grounded conceptual understandings. Well, with these few introductory remarks, I wish you all an interesting and fruitful participation. Thank you. Over to Poonam.
Thank you, Professor Clement, for the introductory remarks. I now invite the captain of our ship, our beloved and ever encouraging principal, Dr. Father Victor Lobo, SJ, to deliver the principal's address. Over to you, Father.
Honorable Resource Person of the Day, NAAC, Father Rector, Research Director, Fathers, Registrar, Vice Principals, Director IQAC, members, mentee institutions, guests, members of the faculty, and my dear educationists. Good evening to you all. There was this family wherein there was father, mother, a working boy, and a college-going girl. Once a new machine was bought. All the members of the family followed the manual, but the machine did not work. Finally, the servant girl asked to try her hands on the machine. All laughed. Oh, unlike them, the servant girl was illiterate. After a few minutes of the servant girl's trying, the machine started working. All were amazed and asked her, "What magic you did for the machine to work?" The servant girl answered, "Since we are illiterate, we have to use our heads to survive." What is education? Blindly following the curriculum manuals or using our heads? For quality education, we need to have analytic abilities and application skills. Further, our assessment system has to be in place. Let us have a glance at the accreditation and some of the gaps which we could fill. 1. Vision and mission. How they are actualized. The vision and mission of the institution must percolate in all other vision and mission statements, both in matter and in spirit, such as the vision and mission of the departments, research institutes, outreach programs, etc. It has to be a top-down approach. We need to read the signs of the times and respond accordingly. Invariably, the vision and mission has to be adapted to the changing times and situations. Second, we need to have policies in place, such as for research, consultancy, quality policy, etc. Each and every institution should have a quality policy and a quality manual, which should be clear and easy to follow. 3. Graduate attributes. Harvest and enhance creativity and innovation. 4. Data mining and data analytics. The purpose of accreditation is to enhance quality. To achieve this purpose, we need to follow some quality measures. First, conduct internal academic and administrative audit. 2. Mock audit for NAAC by external agencies. 3. Self-evaluation and evaluation by external agencies. To enhance quality at the institutional level, there could be smaller quality enhancement committees at the department or unit levels, such as curriculum development cell, research committee, library advisory committee, resource management committee, which could contain human resource and physical resource, quality assurance cell. Yes, each department can have, and better to have, quality assurance cell. Academic discipline is possible only when there is effective mentoring, a homely and effective relationship between the mentor and the mentee. There has to be creativity in science, humanities, and social sciences. The syllabus is only a broad framework which the teacher has to utilize creatively. The teacher has to develop the content every day. Finally, we need to distinguish between education for living and education for life. Education for living or educating for jobs is only one of the minutest outcomes of education. On the other hand, we need to impart education for life, wherein students are transformed into creative and critical thinkers. In education, we need to follow 3 steps: information, formation, and transformation. We should never prepare students in our image and likeness, but in their own image and likeness. Hence, we need to impart education beyond curriculum and beyond the classroom. That is, whole life has to be education and search for truth, knowledge, and wisdom. I thank Dr. Syed Wajid, the IQAC director, and his entire team for organizing this webinar, for gearing up to the times. I thank our resource person, especially Dr. Ponmudiraj, the NAAC advisor, who is an ever-flowing resourceful mind. Have a wonderful webinar. Thank you very much. May God bless us all.
Thank you, Father Victor, for that address and reminding us of the purpose of education, which is not merely to make a living, but to make a life. We now move ahead. We are indeed fortunate to have with us today Dr. B.S. Ponmudiraj, advisor NAAC, as our resource person. He is a man with many feathers to his cap. I request Ms. Lata Paul, Assistant Professor in the Department of Social Work and member of the IQAC, to introduce our speaker.
Dream is not what you see in sleep. It is the thing that does not let you sleep. Good afternoon to one and all attending this program. It's my privilege to introduce a great personality who has contributed so much in the field of education, who will be addressing us today. Dr. B.S. Ponmudiraj is currently the advisor with the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAAC. He was taking care of the internal quality assurance cell in higher educational institutions and second cycle of assessment and accreditation in NAAC. As an assistant professor in statistics, he was teaching in Christ College, Bengaluru and Loyola College Autonomous, Chennai. He has over 28 years of teaching and educational administrative experience. His special interests are training of assessors for quality assurance and quality literacy. He has published papers in journals and also articles in books. He also presented papers in international and national seminars and conferences. He has organized national level assessors training programs. He has been associated with an international research project. Ponmudiraj has been a resource person for many seminars, conferences, and had been an invited speaker for many academic activities, both at national and international fora. He has published reports on higher education on specific areas. He has visited about 350 colleges and universities, higher educational institutions in India for academic purposes. He is also a trained assessor for Confederation of Indian Industry, Export-Import Bank of India, Business Excellence Model based on European Foundation for Quality Management, Educational Excellence Model based on Malcolm Baldrige Educational Excellence Model for School Assessment and Accreditation. He has assessed different schools in Jamshedpur, Jharkhand on behalf of team and in Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu on behalf of Bharatidasan University for awards and accreditation purpose. He has visited the United Kingdom, Vietnam, Bangladesh, Australia, Cambodia, Thailand, Qatar, France, Belgium, and Nepal. He has been a visiting faculty to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Institute of Textile Management, an autonomous institution under the Ministry of Textiles, Government of India. Education is not the filling of the pail, but the lighting of a fire. Today, sir, we believe that your talk will light the fire within us to be more effective in our profession. We now hand over the session to you, sir, and look forward to hearing your thoughts and views. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. On the behalf of Dr. B.S. Ponmudiraj, I am giving starting presentation. I am Dr. D.K. Kamble, Assistant Advisor, NAAC, Bengaluru. Madam, please, I request you, please allow me share my PPT.
Yes, sir, you are a co-host. You should be able to share your screen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, madam. Now it is visible, no, madam?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible, so you can go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, starting, I am giving my presentation about assessment and accreditation process of higher education institutions and overview. First of all, on behalf of Professor Sharma, Director NAAC, conveyed his best wishes to organizer and all the participants. Now, this chart, it shows the detailed information regarding the NAAC assessment and accreditation process. In this chart, it shows the flow chart, starting from registration to the NAAC, applying IQAC to declaration of the result. So with this, I can give a presentation by one. See, first of all, applying NAAC IQAC, Institutional Information for Quality Assessment. So before applying NAAC for assessment, that is first step IQAC, before applying NAAC, the institution should register through NAAC portal. How it is a registration process? See, the revised accreditation framework was implemented in 2017 July. Those institutions have already registered in NAAC portal since 2017. There is no need to registration once again. Those institutions have not registered in the NAAC portal since 2017 in RAF, means Revised Action Framework. Those institutions have to register in new tab in registration. After new tab, then HEI login. So once the institution registered successfully, then only it will start the communication between HEI, education institutions, and NAAC. See, instruction to the institutions for submitting online IQAC. IQAC means Institutional Information for Quality Assessment. The institutions intending to apply for online IQAC, please read first. Eligibility is very important. Eligibility criteria of the institution is very important. See, institutions applying for assessment against process for the first time, based on the given information in the registration, system only shows the cycle number 1 or 2. After completion of the successfully registration, then login with the credential, means email ID and password, which is received in your registered email ID. Once you register in the NAAC portal, within 7 days, user ID and password will be sent by the NAAC through ICT. So after receiving the user ID and password, so password you can change. In the further communication in the future, you can use only HEI login, user ID and password. See, then after successfully registration and after received the user ID and password, then actually your portal is open for the communication between NAAC and the institutions. Then what is the IQAC? First step for applying assessment and accreditation, the institution should apply IQAC. that is institutional information for quality assessment. First, select before applying IIQA or in the format of the IIQA, first institution they should select the appropriate type of the education. Whether your institution is in university or autonomous college or affiliated colleges or constant college or teacher education or Sanskrit college or yoga college or whatever it may be. First, you select appropriate type of the institution. The institutions running with multidisciplinary program, please refer the guidelines of available. Before applying IIQA, it is a request to all the institutions, please go through first manual. There are several manuals which is available in our NAAC website. With respect of their manuals, institutions, they should apply for IIQA. Then PG manual selection system. If some of the institutions, they are running only undergraduate colleges. Apart from undergraduate, if the institution, they are running one PG, at least one single also, or more than one, they should apply PG manual only. Means there is something difference matrix between UG manual and PG manual. So for that, you should take the PG manual for PG courses along with UG. After getting all information through the manual or standard operating procedure, all this information, notification, guidelines, it is available in our NAAC website. Then you start the filling the IIQA, filling of IIQA application. IIQA is nothing but it is the basic information from the institution. Then first initial fee for IIQA, then clarification, acceptance. So this is the process. See, the process of the IIQA. Higher education institutions with a record of at least 2 batches. Means 2 pass out batches record is required, or existence 2 years, whichever is the earlier. So that institutions are eligible for applying assessment and accreditation process of NAAC. Minimum eligibility is required 2 pass out batches, means 2 graduated batches, or 6 years, whichever is the earlier. Then coming to documentary required for processing of IIQA. So list of documents are required to uploaded in PDF format only during the IIQA. In IIQA, first important letter is required. Latest affiliation letter from the affiliating university. See example, now December 2021, it is going on. Means this is on 2021 academic year. If institutions are applying in this month, they should provide a affiliation letter, that is current affiliation letter from the respective universities, stating that for the academic year 2020-21 for all the programs, whichever offered in the institution. That is compulsory. Coming to latest recognition or approval letter from statutory regulatory authority, SRA or AICT, MCR, pharmacy, whatever. Along with general courses, if the institution they are running professional courses, then it required that SRA approval letter. For example, teacher education, BEd from NCT, MBA from AICTA, medical from MCI, pharmacy courses from Pharmacy Council of India, like this. These are the SRA approval letter is also required for the current academic year for professional courses. Then coming to 2F and 12B and general development grant. If the colleges are having these facilities with 2F, 12B and general development grant from the UGC, then only they should provide these documents from the UGC. Later from UGC, if the colleges are with CP, means college with potential and excellence, then only they should provide. If some of the colleges are not having this facility, whether 2F, 12B or development grant, those institutions are also eligible for applying IIQA for applying assessment and accreditation process of NAAC. The Aisha certificate, it is mandatory for all the institutions, whether it is grant in aid, government or self-finance, whatever. Aisha certificate is mandatory and Aisha code is also mandatory. Then last one, if change in name, change of the name of the institution. Earlier name was different, now present name is different. For that purpose, name of the institution, you take a permission letter or approval letter from the affiliating university. That letter should provide during IIQA process. And that all name, it should be same with IIQA format, name of the institutions. Then coming to upload AQR, it is applicable for post-accreditation institutions. After accreditation, and it is mandatory, institution, they should submit annual quality assurance report to the NAAC online. And that same AQR, it should be uploaded in their HEI website. Self-declaration with respect to appellation status in the NAAC format. During IIQA process, NAAC will provide a self-declaration form. So institution, they should fill appellation status in self-declaration with seal and signature of the head of the institution. Undertaking is also like this. This undertaking form also NAAC will provide during the filling of IIQA. In undertaking from the institution, they should fill all the rules and regulations of central government, state government or UGC or appellating universities with seal and signature. But in undertaking form, serial number H is there. In that, the institution, they should mention IP address of their system, which they are using for the assessment and accreditation process, IP address. So this is a screenshot I'm sharing with you. This screenshot looks for filling of information, institutional information for quality assessment, IIQA, like this. Okay, it will open in your HEI portal after registration. Then point to be noted for the clarification. If some of the documents are in the regional language, say example in Kannada, Karnataka people, Karnataka universities, they are providing Kannada affiliation letters, or in other letters in Kannada, or Tamil, or Malayalam. So English translated version of all the documents with self-attestation, if the documents are in regional language. If the documents are in regional language, so head of the institution, they can translate in the English and self-attestation by the head of the institution, along with original letter. They should provide during the IIQA process. And institutions are ensured that name of the institution is same in IIQA application and all other supporting documents. And institutions ensure that last 4-year AQR should uploaded in the website and submitted to the NAAC. This is applicable for after accreditation. And ensure that institutions' website should be functioning regularly, but especially with updation during assessment and accreditation process. Then coming to reassess the institution, they should not come in the same cycle. During registration process, the institution, they should use Aisha code and Aisha certificate. And details of all programs offered at the institution, including diploma, must be entered in IIQA. See, in this case, one option is there in serial number 21. The institution, they should mention all the programs offered in the institutions at the institution, including diploma, PG diplomas. But only number of certificate diploma programs need to be mentioned. Program details or certificate or diploma program need not be entered. Please ensure that the program details are entered by mentioning the subject combination in the field specialization only. And all the notifications, all the communications, all the timelines, it will be communicated through only portal. So hence, during the assessment period, the institution, they should check regularly their institutional portal. And some of the stand-alone institution, they are considered as a autonomous institutions. Means stand-alone institution, they should consider as autonomous, means they should follow the autonomous manual, SOP, guidelines, and notification, whatever related to the institution. Then institutions can apply for EA process, means assessment and accreditation process throughout the year. Earlier, there was a window system, June window and December window, but now it was removed from 2018. Now institution, they can apply assessment and accreditation process at any point of time throughout the year. Then after successfully submitted of IIQA to the NAAC, concerned NAAC officer, he will review all the information, uploaded documents, supporting documents. Based on that, he will review the IIQA. If there is need any clarification from the institution based on the information or the documents, concerned NAAC officer, he will ask the clarification through HAI portal only. No hard copies will be sent to the institutions, no phone calls, only HAI portal or email. Once the concerned NAAC officer, he will receive all information from the institution. Then based on the information, he or she may be accept your IIQA, or by any reason, they may be reject the IIQA. That is first step. So once the IIQA is accepted by the concerned officer, after acceptance of IIQA, immediately within 5 minutes, the message will be sent to the HAI portal stating that your IIQA is accepted. Kindly fill online self-study report to the NAAC within 45 days with first installment of 50% of SSR fees. Bad luck. If the institution's IIQA is rejected by any reason, there is no need to worry. Once after rejection, again there will be 2 chances to the institution to resubmit of the IIQA, but within the same year with same fees. There will be again 2 chances for rejection. Then after acceptance of IIQA, next step, then self-study report. So before self-study report, there is one help desk in the NAAC. Support help desk. If institutions are having problem, any query, any doubt, any clarification from NAAC side, they will send a email. At any time, HI may send email to the NAAC, naachelpdesk@gmail.com. Or they may raise a issue, IMS. Issue management system is there. They may raise a issue in their HI portal. Concerned officer, concerned section people, they will resolve your query within a day or within 2 days. Within 24 hours, you may take reply from the NAAC for any clarification. Then this is the help desk contact number, and this is the email ID, naachelpdesk@gmail.com, and this is the landline phone. Then coming to submission of self-study report. After acceptance of the IIQA, next step, that is self-study report. Once the IIQA is accepted, immediately self-study report, filling of self-study report or manage of SSR, it is available in their HAI portal. If you click the manage SSR, automatically criteria-wise filling all information is available in their HAI portal. That is self-study report. See, assessment and accreditation, there are 7 steps for filling the SSR, for process the assessment plan. Then coming to filling the SSR, means self-study report. See, in the self-study report, there are 7 points. In that 7 points, first one, profile of the SSR, extended profile, executive summary, optional matrix, initial payment, student satisfaction survey, and lastly, submit the SSR. See, guidelines for filling up the SSR. Guidelines, notifications, and manuals, and main important, SOP, standard operating procedure, is very, very important for filling the SSR. Before filling the SSR, each criteria, each metric, the institution, they should know the clear-cut information about the matrix. Means which metric, what they ask for that metric, which documents are required. Because Once SSR are submitted to NAAC, there is no provision to edit or to adding any information in the SSR. Hence, first guidelines should be understood. Tool tips and upload button for better understanding of metrics and upload supporting documents against each claim made in the SSR. The data field should be contextualized with related to the metrics. And there is an upload limit of 5 MB. See, each metric in the SSR, the upload of documents limit is 5 MB. If the documents are more than 5 MB, that same document, the institution, they can upload in their own website and kindly give the proper link of that particular metric. Then for metric related, see, there are different metrics are there in the SSR. Some of the metrics are there that is financial related metric because we need 5 years data. Some of metrics need 5 year data. Some of metrics are needed block year data. Some of metrics are needed current year academic data. For that, how we are considering the information. See, for finance related documents from 1st April to 31st March every year, that is financial year document. For publication related data from calendar year, January 1st to the December 31st. For academic data, we are considering from 1st June to 31st May every year. So these are the different types of the documents, year-wide documents are required in the SSR. See, profile of the SSR. Profile of the SSR is nothing but it is the basic information from the institution. What is the basic information? See, name and address of the college, communication details, status of the institution, type of the institution, recognize whether it is minority, if yes, provide the documents, if no, no need, then source of funding, whether it is a government, grant in aid or self-finance or any other mode, establishment of college, all these are the basic information. And is the college recognized as CPA? If it is there, then you can provide the document and date, location of the campus, give all the programs and all the details of the applications, list of departments, how many departments are offering in the institutions, number of teaching and non-teaching staffs in the institution, and qualification of the teachers, and number of visiting faculties, furnish the member of students admitted, means admitted student details, last 5 years, in that how many from reserve category students, detailed student enrollment. All these are the basic information in the profile of the institution. See, after profiling, then coming to SSR readiness. First, filling criteria-wise, each metric-wise, first understand the metrics. What metric is there and what documents we want to upload in the NAAC website. So, important. In their SSR, there are 2 types of the metrics are there. So, as you know that quantitative metrics and qualitative metrics. Quantitative metrics need data information. Qualitative metrics, it is a descriptive. And quantitative metrics evaluated by third party, that is DVV. It is next presentation, and that covers 70% score. That is quantitative metric, 70% score. And it is fully based on the documents, information submitted in the SSR. Qualitative, that is descriptive, that is on-site visit. Then uploading relevant supporting documents, go through the NAAC guidelines, manual, notification, SOP. All these information is available in NAAC website up to date by latest informations. For all metric, kindly go use the standard operating procedure. It is very helpful to fill the SSR and for submission of DVV also. So this is the screenshot of filling SSR. See example. Extended profile and QI means quality indicator framework. It covers all criteria. Then coming to extended profile. Extended profile is very, very important because whatever the institution they are giving the data in the extended profile, that data we are using as a denominator data. Means based on the formula. There is no any manual work. Because for DVV, only quantitative metrics we are taking from the SSR, and for quantitative evaluation, means the DVV process, we are taking all denominated data from the extended profile. Hence, it is requested to all the institutions during the filling of extended profile, be careful. Example here, I can give 3-4 examples for program. Number of courses offered by the institution across all programs during last 5 years. For this, how many programs you have? For that program, device meetings, syllabus, all these are the information we need. Number of programs offered year-wise during last 5 years. This is the program. Regarding the student, number of the students year-wise during last 5 years. How many students admitted year-wise last 5 years? Number of seats and marked reserve category. That is also. Number of outgoing or final year students during last 5 years. Here, this type of data is required in the profile, that is in extended profile. Then academic related data. See, number of full-time teachers year-wise during last 5 years. Number of sanctioned posts year-wise. So this metric we asked here for extended profile, but same metric it is also asked in the metric in criteria. First, for there we need a supporting document. Example, how many full-time teachers last 5 years? Year-wise full-time teachers, that appointment orders are required. If the sanction post, if the government sanction, that documents are also required. There we are evaluating in the metric wise. Related to institution, the total number of classroom and seminar halls. How many seminar halls are there in the institution? Total, how many classrooms are there? Total expenditure excluding salary year-wise in lakh form. Number of computers, especially how many computers are there specifically used for the student. For this metric, we are asking the stock register and purchasing invoice bill of that computers during last 5 years. Means these are the specific data is very important. Then coming to QIF, quality indicator framework. In this, there are 7 criteria. Each criteria, their different weightages are there. Here example, UG and PG I have given here. So out of 1000. See, the distribution of matrix. UG and PG. Criteria are same for UG and PG 77. Key indicator 31, 32. Qualitative matrix 35, 36. And main quantitative matrix 58 for the UG and 60 for the postgraduate, means PG colleges. But totally 93 matrix for UG college, 96 for PG college. This is the latest updation from January 2020. Here, I can give 5 kinds of matrix during SSR filling stage. See, some of the matrix are there. First kind, quantitative matrix which seeks year-wise data for last 5 years. Some of the matrix are there. It requires last 5 year data. Example, average percentage of full-time teachers with PhD. The data is required. Year-wise, how many teachers are there with PhD? Number of full-time teachers with PhD, DM, DSc, DLIT, whatever. For that, institution, they have given the numbers in the template. For that template, we need supporting documents. For the PhD award, we need PhD award certificate from the university. DLIT certificate from the university. Then second kind, quantitative matrix which seek block year data, means collectively last 5 years. Example, percentage of programs in which CBCS program, how many programs they introduce under CBCS, that is a collectively last 5 year data. For that CBSE, we need example documents, BOS minutes of the meeting or academic council of the meeting and syllabus of that particular programs, subjects under CBCS. Third kind of data, that is option based. Means what some of the data are there in the SSR, they will ask the option. For example, does the institution have the following? For example, journals, Shodh Sindhu, Shodh Ganga membership, e-books or database. Based on that, the institution, they should give the answer. Any 4 of the above, any 2 of the above or none of the above. Some of the metrics are like this option. Then some of the metrics are there. That is a last completed academic year. Means most of the institutions, they are getting confused. Current academic year means Not the current means now December, which current year is going on? 2020. It is not. Current year means last completed academic year, means 1920. See example, percentage of students undertaking project work or field work or internship, that is last completed year data is required, only 1 year data. Then some of the metrics are there. Quantitative matrix, which automatically calculated the responses for the metric. It is automatic calculation from extended profile using the data provided in the extended profile. What I told earlier, maximum data we are taking from the extended profile. Some of the metrics, it will take automatically and system only generate the score based on the given information in the extended profile. Example, student full-time teacher ratio. How many students are there you have mentioned in the extended profile? How many full-time teachers are in the institution? That information also mentioned in the extended profile. But that data, system only select the data and system only generate the score. See, these are the 5 kinds of data which is available in the filling SSR stage. So this is the screenshot of the SSR, filling SSR. Example, this is metric, last file data you should fill here. For this metric, the institution, they upload the related document in here in PDF form. Then data template and documents. I'm audible, no, madam?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Just I'm checking in between. Okay. Now, data templates and documents are very, very important, especially for the quantitative metrics. Because whatever quantitative metrics are covered in the SSR, that all metrics we are sending for DVV third-party evaluation, that is 70%. For that purpose, there is having a specific templates which NAAC will provide during filling the SSR. Example, for that, whatever the data you filled in the template, the template supporting documents are required. Example, templates for submitting the data with respect to quantitative metrics given in the consecutive pages, all in consecutive pages. Hence, the institutions, they should go each quantitative metrics, the kinds of data to be uploaded in the tabular form, means in Excel sheet. And that information, whatever you filled in the Excel sheet, for that supporting document is required. That supporting document, institution, they should upload in the PDF form. And some of the documents are very important. That is also requirement. Which documents? See, documents such as minutes of meeting. Example, syllabus revising, CBCS, minutes of meeting, BOS meeting, or academic council meeting, or IQAC minutes, or minutes of meeting, wherever it is required. Action taken means for student feedback, action taken is required. Analysis report is required. A statement, account related, finance related documents, for that statement of account, audit report is required. If award metrics are there, award related to award letter is required, or award certificate is required. Appreciation certificate will not be considered NAAC. Thanking letter will not consider in the NAAC. Only related to award metric, award certificate, or award letter is required. For appointments, appointment orders is required. If it is government order, or if it is management, through management, appointment letters. Even though temporary, management appointment letter is required. So like this, these are the documents are very, very important during the DVV process. And last here, data, whatever you want to upload the documents related to each metric, the institution, they should provide in PDF file only. Maximum 5 MB capacity is available for each metric. MB, the same document you can upload in the link. Means that link, it should be open in the NAAC. But institution, they should not upload any document in Google Drive or Microsoft Drive or Amazon Cloud Drive or anyone. NAAC will not consider. Only PDF. See, this is one template I can share with you. Example, what it shows, this is one template. Percentage of programs. Percentage of program in which CBCS elective course has been implemented. This is one metric. For this metric, what information is required? See, program code, which program name, in which year it was introduced, in status of the CBCS, in which year implemented, and for relevant document. Here, relevant document means for BOS meeting, academic council meeting, syllabus is required. Say example, minutes of relevant document and institution, other information. Like this, these are the templates. So this is the one screenshot for the executive summary, filling the profile. So in the executive summary, it is nothing but it is the brief information of the institution. Example, introductory of the institution, location, vision, mission, and all these. Criteria-wise information from 200 words only. And strength, weakness, and opportunity of the institutions. Then area and additional information. Overall conclusion. So it is the executive summary from the institution and the descriptive answer. See, this is a profile. Then, during the submission of SSR, one option is there to the institution, optional metric. And this optional metric, earlier it was applicable to university also, but now it was removed from January 2020. It is applicable only for the under colleges. What is optional metric? Means some of the metrics are not applicable to the institutions. Not applicable. Those metrics, the institution, they may opt out which metrics are not applicable. Example, in India, diversity and complexity education system in India. Hence, to facilitate the institutions, NAAC has come out with the concept of non-applicable metrics. What concept? It was made for, it is made provision to the institution for opt-out some metrics which may not be applicable. Since the institution have to give the data for optional metrics, but see, calculation, entire calculation of the cumulative grade point CGPA will be done, excluding the weightages of metrics as opt out by the institutions. This decision is taken to help the institutions. They will not be assessed on metrics not applicable to them. But 3% of non-applicable metrics, only 3 packages. But there is one rules for opt-out the metrics. Maximum 30 weightage, out of 1000 weightages, 30 weightage they may opt out. But one condition, they may opt out maximum 10 weightages from each criteria, not more than 10 weightages. And especially that is applicable only criteria 3, 4, 5, and 6 only. Institution, if they wish to opt out optional metrics, they can opt out from criteria 3, 4, 5, and 6 only. They should not opt out from criteria 1 to 7. That 1 to 7 criteria is the important criteria, essential criteria, and that is compulsory. So after this SSR payment, after filling all the information in the SSR, during before submission, they will ask first 50% installment fees. First installment fees as per the fee structure. That fee structure is also available in our NAAC website. Then finally, submission of SSR. So after submission, then here see SSR initial payment, student satisfaction survey, and submit the SSR. Then after submission SSR successfully, then parallelly there will be 2 processes. One, triple S. Triple S means student satisfaction survey will be started. Whatever information given in the criteria 2.7.1 details, and DVV, data validation and verification. See, online student satisfaction survey. Online student satisfaction survey regarding the teaching learning process. And this survey, it come under criteria 2, that is 2.7.1. And for colleges, there is a 60% weightage is kept for college. For autonomous college, 50 weightage for student satisfaction survey. And for university level, only 30 weightages is kept for student satisfaction survey. Short of the student satisfaction survey. They're coming to this guidelines for student satisfaction survey. There is strictly guidelines, and there is one format which is available during the filling SSR, and especially criteria 2.7.1. It details of the students for online survey. In this format, name of the student, gender, category, state, nationality, email ID, program name, and the NAAC ID, mobile number, and year of joining. This is the information is required in the format. Then precaution to be taken for the survey. See, on-campus student data is required. On-campus means on-rule student details is required for the survey. Fair and uninfluenced students, valid email address is required because NAAC is sending online survey to the student through their mobile link or through email only. Hence, email address should be correct. And following rules there will be there. Minimum 2 survey attempts will be done. Means initial survey 30%. Then remaining 70 for second attempt. Totally within a month survey will be complete. If initially 30% survey will be start, that is random selection of the students. In that, if NAAC will issue as per NAAC guidelines, minimum 10% of the student population or 100 students, whichever is lesser, means 10% of the total student response is required to complete the successful survey, means to complete the desired level of the response. If in first survey it will not desired level, it will not fill up the desired level of the survey, then second attempt will be started immediately. For first survey, 7 days time will be given. But as per the NAAC guidelines for the survey, minimum 10% of total students or 100 student is response is required. And this 10% and 100 student is applicable to only colleges. But in university, minimum 10% or 500 student response is required. Then coming to questionnaire. There are 21 questions are there for student satisfaction survey. And that all 21 questions are available in our NAAC website. And that all questions are related to only criteria 2, that is teaching, learning, and evaluation process. Because some of the questions are there specifically teaching skills of the teachers, like subject knowledge of the teacher, communication skill of the teacher, class preparation, and use of ICT tools. These are the related questions. And some of the facet questions which are related to overall approach of the teachers and institutions. See example, right environment, motivation, interpersonal relationship, and feedback. All these 20 out of 21, about 20 questions are related to this metric. And 21st question, that is open-ended question. He or she may be recommend, they may give the observation to improve the education in the institution. That is subjective. See, here I can give one example of a particular one college. See example, this is one X college details. Currently enrolled students in IIQA given 1,500 students. Out of 1,500, as per NAAC guidelines, we need minimum 50% of student details for the student satisfaction survey. In this case, 1,500 means 50% student details has given by the institution, that is 750 students. Here, out of 750 students, first initial survey will start 30%. See, 30% means 225 students will receive the link from the NAAC. Then, as per NAAC guidelines, we need minimum 10% of tourist population or 150 students or 100 student response is required to successfully completion of the survey. But by any case, any reason, if the students has given the reply only 99 students, see here, it has not reached minimum 100 students also. If the student response has only 99 students, then on the system only give the score based on response. 0 score will be generated by the system. Hence, because of this survey, institution, they should encourage the students, they should motivate the students for giving the survey answers. But institution, they should not influence the students for the survey. So this is one example. Hence, see, then survey completion. The survey will be complete within a month, means within a 30 days, and minimum 10% of total population of student participant is required. Once the survey is over, that aggregated average score calculated from the system only, that is student satisfaction survey, and that score it will be added in the criteria 2. That system generated score, there is no any manual work. So after completion of the student satisfaction survey, then DVV process. There is parallel 2 processes will be started. One, online survey is going on, and apart from this, DVV process, data validation verification. Then coming to DVV. See, what is the DVV? DVV is nothing but it is a third party validation and verification. See example, they are checking, they will evaluate the documents only based on submitted in the SSR information and uploaded document. Example, in this 1.4.1, what it shows, structured feedback received from student, teacher, employer, alumni, and parents. For this metric, which documents are required? That documents will be evaluated by the third party, that is the process of DVV. See example for this. What is documents are required? Upload stakeholder feedback report, action taken report, analysis report, and that minutes of the meeting from the, if it is the university or governing council or management. So these documents will be evaluated by third party. This process is nothing but DVV process. Then what is the process of DVV? Actually, see, DVV will be evaluated only quantitative metrics, which is mentioned in the SSR. In that, all quantitative metrics will be sent to the third party, that is DVV process, with all information in the SSR. DVV partner verify all the quantitative metrics provided in the SSR, data templates, all the supporting documents, and other external sources. Based on the SSR documents, DVV partner may raise queries for those metrics where the deviations are found. Means during reviewing the DVV, where they want a clarification, they may raise a deviation. So institutions found to be providing incorrect information or incorrect data during DVV process, then DVV partner or during DVV stage only, clarification will be asked to the institution. The queries will be visible in each HAI portal. Each metric, you are requested to submit any clarification or any data or supporting documents for each metric in appropriate. On the basis of given clarification, whatever clarification submitted to the NAAC by the HAI, that all documents again we are sending to the DVV process. So based on the initial document and clarification documents, again the DVV partner will evaluate the documents. The detailed information of the supporting documents, DVV process are available on standard operating procedures. For this purpose, all information which document is required for each the metric, means each metric wise, what documents are required, all clear information it is available in the standard operating procedure. Hence, it is requested institutions, please go through before filling the or during the clarification stage SOP, standard operating procedure and manual. There will be only one chance after submitted SSR for edit the data from HAI. It is in the during clarification stage only, DVV clarification. So your timely response is very, very important because we have given the particular time to all. There is a fixed timeline for DVV process also. So this is a screenshot which is available in our HI portal. See, this is the deviation. During the DVV process, there are 4 types of the deviations are available. Here, no answer change, HI clarification accepted, DVV suggestion recommended, and change after clarification. how these are the deviations is observed during the DVV clarification. So I will give one by one. See, there are 4. 1, no answer change, then HI clarification accepted, DVV recommended, and change after clarification. See here, in this chart, this block shows no answer change. Means here one metric, number of students year-wise during last 5 years. For this metric, the institutions has given year-wise data with supporting document uploaded. Is there any clarification required during DV process? The DV will ask the clarification in this block. For this clarification, the institution, they give the answer here and upload the documents here. So in clarification, again, based on document, if the data is correct with document, then answer will be no change. Means no answer change. Example. Next. Here C. HI clarification accepted. Example. Here, what is the metric? Number of courses offered by the institution across all programs. Metric is there. HI has given only 2 courses. DVV suggested 126 based on the documents. Ask the clarification. In this, I can share one example to you. Most of the institutions in the India, I observed last 3 years, most of the institutions, they are getting confusion between course and program. Program means BA is one program, BSc is one program, BCom is one program. MA Economics is one program, MA Physics one program. But course, in BA, 6 semester, how many papers are there for all semesters? Each semester, how many courses? How many papers? That how many papers is known as courses. Here, meaning is that. Here, most of the other state people, they are also getting confusion. Hence, the DV asked, HI given only 2 courses, but DV recommended 126. For that, asked the clarification. After knowing the clear meaning by the institution, then again they given the supporting document during clarification stage. Then again, finally, we consider 150 courses in the particular institution based on documentation. Here, HI clarification accepted. This is in second level. See, like this. Here, change after clarification. Example. Number of certificate or diploma programs introduced during last 5 years. HE institution has given 44. Means year-wise, they have mentioned the data, but total 44. But the DVV party, they reduced only 1923 based on document. For that, they asked the clarification. Again, HE has given the information with supporting documents in this block. Based on document, again, it is reduced. Means changed after clarification. It is not initial value during DV value, whatever it is there, based on the document, even though clarification. Hence, changed after clarification. Then one more, DVV suggestion recommended. See example, one metric. The institution has disabled friendly. This is option. For this option, the institution has given C, means 2 of the above. Out of 5, 2. But DVV suggested only 1 of the above, based on the documents. For that also, they asked the clarification to the institution. The suggestion recommended is the final value. The deviations are available during the DVV clarification stage. So this is a screenshot. It is available in an institution portal during the assessment period. Then this is a standard operating procedure. Means whatever data is, example, standard operating procedure, it covers only quantitative metrics, not qualitative. Example, here I can give only one example, 1.1.2. Percentage of programs where syllabus revision was carried out during last year. This project. For this metric, documents, what documents are required for verification? Clear-cut information is there. Specific instructions are there to the institution and not to be included or not to consider. Like this. All this quantitative related metric information, it is available in the SOP. Then after this, non-compliance of the process. Means non-compliance means during the clarification stage, institutions are given normally 15 days. Normally 15 days for DV clarification. But by any reason, for unforeseen situations or like natural calamity or political disturbance or present COVID-19 situation, if the institutions are not able to give the clarification with that stipulated time, even though with the request of the institution with genuine reason, concerned NAAC officer, he will take a permission from the competent authority. Again, he will give 7 days time for the clarification. If even beyond of the 7 days extension, if the institution doesn't complete the DVV clarification process, then what to do? The assessment and accreditation of such institutions can be terminated at the level of clarification stage only. And that whatever they paid the fees that IIQ and the first installment SSR, that all fees will be forfeited, means not refundable. So after this, they want reapply immediately? No. Such institutions shall reapply for accreditation after 1 year only. After 1 year. Then during the DV stage, one more step is important, that is pre-qualification stage. After completion of the entire DV process, the score will be generated by the system only based on quantitative metrics, and that is basing on benchmarks. As of now, benchmark is very, very confidential. It will not disclose to anybody. If institutions score at least 25 in overall quantitative metrics, each metric also and overall quantitative metrics, the score is required for recalibration, minimum 25 score. Earlier, before January 2020, it was 30, but now it was reduced to 25. Then only NAAC will declare so and so qualify to visit and kindly make the second level SSR logistic payment and give the 3 dates for the on-site visit. If the institution is not pre-qualified, means that institution has not scored minimum 25 score, that is pre-qualification stage, then system generated email will be sent, your institution is not pre-qualified for A&A process. If you want reapply for assessment and accreditation process, so after 6 months only, after 6 months from the not pre-qualification date. So this is the entire process of DVV and pre-qualification. So after this is a chart of this, whatever I explained. After this, logistic and peer team visit. Once the institution is pre-qualified, immediately message will send to the institution. Your institution is pre-qualified and it is ready for the on-site visit. On-site visit, for that, institution has to pay second level installment of SSR, logistic payment, and kindly give the 3 slots of the convenient dates for the on-site visit. And give the detailed information, means nearest airport and 3 good condition hotels for accommodation of the peer team members. For this, once the information will be issued by the concerned NAAC coordinator, coordinating officer, then for member on-site visit, air ticket will be booked by NAAC only, hotel will be booked by NAAC only, TA, DAR, honorarium, whatever it is, it will bear by NAAC only. There is no communication regarding this matter in between institution and the peer team members. Once issued by the information by the concerned officer, he or she will finalize only on-site peer team visit date. Once the date is finalized for on-site visit, that date will be communicated concerned officer to the institution through email or phone. And the finalized date, it is also visible in their HEI portal. But NAAC coordinating officer, they will not disclose peer team members' details well in advance to the institution. They will say before 3 working days only on-site visit. Then coming to peer team selection. How to select the peer team members? Because NAAC has a use of database of the experts. With more than 5,000 assessors are with NAAC. And all those who are reputed academicians, educational administrator, and a good researcher. And all those experts undergone assessor orientation program prior being inducted as a peer team member. And automatic selection of the peer team member. How whatever programs offered in institution based on the subject and programs, system only select the peer team members for on-site visit. Example, for colleges, 2 days visits. And for university, minimum 3 days, maximum 1 or 2 days may be extended. It is the size of the university. Then, for 2 days college, 3 members will be constituted by the NAAC. Out of 3, 1 is chairperson from the Vice Chancellor category, member coordinator from the professor of the university, and member principal for accredited colleges. If the second, please. Here it is.
Not the video or not?
It is not where they have right one.
Okay, close.
Minimize. Wait, sir. Last 2 minutes. Share, no, sir. Continue. Continue here only.
To break the monotony, this is Dr. Ponmudiraj, advisor NAAC. Ladies and gentlemen, organizers, Reverend Father Dr. Victor Lobo, ambassadors, vice principals, deans, controllers of examinations, people on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, online. To break the monotony of Dr. D.K. Kamble, let us take some question answers from the PARAMARSH colleges, Benty colleges, and people who are on live through chat as well as in Q&A. If the organizers can get
Yes, sir. Thank
question
you.
answers.
Sir, we'll take a couple of questions.
Yeah.
There is a question from Dr. Arkadev Ghoshal from St. Joseph's College Autonomous. He asks, is there a non-Gmail email ID for the NAAC help desk, like something more official other than a Gmail ID that has been shared earlier?
Okay, good. Why people are scared of Gmail, I do not know. All of us have an official email ID called, it is already in the website. You can go through that. They can use that gov.in or the feedback mechanism, or they can go through the IMS portal, issue management system. It is portal-based online application, or pick up 080-2300-5192, 080-2300-5193. There are different ways to reach the offices. First of all, you raise an issue, any problem it comes, you just give it in naacfmc@gmail.com. If you're not comfortable with Gmail, you can just use your IMS portal. Issue management system portal is there. Am I audible and my video is clear? Am I audible?
Sir. Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yeah. So you can just use that. Otherwise, pick up a call, no problem, and using the telephone. You can use that. Otherwise, gov.in email IDs are also available.
Okay,
that is the Government of India email IDs. For example, bs.ponmudiraj@the-nac.gov.in. That's my email ID, like Kamble's email ID. Every offices, 20 offices email IDs are available.
Thank you for clarifying that for us, sir. Our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Syed Wajid, has a couple of questions. So you could go ahead and ask your questions.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Dr. Wajid.
These are the questions from the Ment institutions which I had in past. So I thought I would just put it across to you. Now, the colleges are going for the NAAC for the first time. Now, they will have to be submitting the data, say, for the last 5 academic years. Now they would have thought of going for the last, say, 2 years, where the data for, say, the first, when I say last 5 years, might be the first and the second year, they might not have much of clarity in what they have to be like. Now they have clarity to what they submit, but the documents and all might have not been kept in the order that is required. Now, in that case, what is the way out for them to submit the data for the last 5 years?
A very good question. Wonderful question, Dr. Vajit. I can just answer this, then you can post the next question.
Sure.
Now, if you closely look at our academic year starts from 1st June to next July, 1st May. That is, for example, 2021 academic year is 1st June 2020 to 31st May 2021. That is our academic year. So that is called an academic year 2021. For 1920, it is 1st June 2019 to 31st May 2020. So whenever you apply IQAC, that is the first step, online information, institutional information for quality assessment, that year, from that particular academic year, the previous 5 academic years are taken, leaving the current year. For example, anybody is applying today or 31st May 2021. That means the academic year is called 2021 academic year. So you will be applying, you will be submitting SSR for the last previous 5 years, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. Point number 1.
Yes.
Now, many people, I would like to answer this question in a very elaborate way. Many people say, sir, your new methodology, July 2017 from 1st April 2017 is very, very, hard, sir. And people are finding difficult to, all the good colleges with A grade, first cycle, second cycle, A grade, third cycle, A plus, fourth cycle, they're getting C grade, good autonomous colleges. So there's something wrong with the tool. Your tool is not correct. Your manual is not correct. Your standard operating procedures is not correct. Your DVV partner who's doing your data validation verification, they're not doing properly. Like these, lot of feedback for the last 3.5 years. But I would like to say all the top colleges are getting A++. That means the tool is right. A thermometer, which is measuring the temperature of a person. I'm giving a medical example. It's correct. So don't blame the thermometer. Now, coming to this, people say, don't fabricate data. There are enough agents. People are telling, as soon as people submit IQA, people are telling, sir, so many people are calling us and asking whether you need help, whether it's, we will try to give you some, because they're trying to tell that there are enough consultants and agents are, people move around. But NAAC has put strict warnings on the website because it has to be done by IQAC, not just merely just throwing money or 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs and getting the SSR from a third person. We have strict warnings on the website. So the IQAC, government college, tribal college, rural colleges, aided colleges, self-financing universities, private universities, open universities, deemed to be universities, state universities, cluster universities, all have to, IQAC has to do the work. Because very important, the process of assessment accreditation. When you do the process, the quality will improve. Forget about the grade, D grade, C grade, B+++, whatever the CGPA you're getting. This is where the Menti colleges, PARAMARSH colleges, all the people who are listening, especially people on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and the platform, Zoom platform, people who are live. The colleges have to prepare the self-study report. University have to prepare the self-study report. Now, during the process of preparation, 15, 16, you don't have a report. Don't create a report. We have blacklisted universities and colleges for 5 years. You go to the website and see. We don't like people fabricating data, manipulating data, telling lies. Tell the numbers. If you don't have proof of evidence, you tell you don't have proof of evidence. Whatever the proof you have, you give it. People do predated signing. We go into all sorts of, DVV processes is very, very strict, and we are very clear in the procedure of validation, data validation, verification. So answering your point, Dr. Vajit, so if you don't have documents, whatever the available documents as per standard operating procedures, you upload. How the third party is going to evaluate you, NAAC has put it to you transparently. So for every metrics, you go through the SOP. If the SOPs you don't have, whatever the proof you have, you upload it. Whatever government college, whatever the proof you have, existing proof, don't ask your previous coordinator to sign, call the retired principal to come and sign, and don't create documents, don't fabricate documents. Very, very important. That is equivalent to impersonation in an examination. So if you do not have please, whatever you have as a proof of evidence, you upload it. And refer your website, all only in your website, no Google Drive, no Amazon, nothing. Either it should be on your website and should be there throughout. If you pull out, if your website is down, that's all. Again, it should be blacklisted or it may be withdrawn. So it should be throughout on your website and on the NAAC portal.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Ajit sir, we'll go ahead with a couple of other participant questions. If you have further questions, we'll come back to you, sir.
Sure. Thank you, Poonam. Thank you.
We have
Poonam, go ahead, Poonam.
We have Dr. Sujata Mohan, who's joined us on YouTube, asking, can you please tell me, if we do not have our own building, can we still go for NAAC accreditation?
No problem, madam. We don't ask for own buildings. We need enough space for teaching, learning, research, and for the grounds, whatever the minimum requirements, whether it is a rented place or it is your own place, is a material to us.
Okay, sir. We have one more question from Miss Sylvia Jubilee from Kanchi Shri Krishna College of Arts and Science, Kanchipuram. She asks, is participation certificate valid for NAAC committee, or does the certificate have to mention this that the person has been awarded with something?
I didn't catch that question, Dr. Poonam.
Sir, she wants to know that if a particular certificate has been issued to her, if the certificate says that so-and-so has participated in a particular event, will that be considered valid, or it has to be mentioned that the certificate has been awarded to so-and-so?
The awarded certificate is important. This is where people should learn. NAAC has not put all the standard operating procedures or even any of these questions or metrics from, just from the ground reality. Nothing has come from above. Okay, so we expect all the colleges, people, when we ask the question how to conduct a volleyball tournament, because everybody gives a shield or a medal, but nobody gives a certificate. And after giving the certificate, nobody has a backup, no Xerox copy, photocopy, or even a digital form. So this is where it is essential. We are asking about digital photographs and even geotagged photographs, video clippings, all these things good colleges have for the last 15 years. So this is not what the questions we have asked. It is not, you people say, no, you're asking new questions and it is not retrospective. It is retrospective. Last 5 years, you're asking people 10. No, every good college, any college should have this minimum things, whether it's an extension activity or an NSS, NCC program, blood donation camps. 2015-16, St. Joseph's College Autonomous has gone to a village. We want to know 200 people have given blood, 300 boys and 500 girls. And some Panchayat people also have given blood. What is the proof? What is the proof? So everything, document should speak in a government bhasha. So please keep the documents. Documents only should speak, and the document should not be created. We need the certificates, and the certificate should have a backup. Call for the alumni association meeting. If they have certificates, ask them to bring. People may laugh and pick very strange. One of the good autonomous colleges, people say when the alumni meeting, to all the alumni, bring all your old certificates, they said. It was very funny. So people were not coming for alumni meeting. But it was very useful. Some of the people brought and they gave for scanning, and they scanned it and sent it through technology and other things. So you cannot create certificates, please. Don't give any authentication. But sometimes for the principal's letterhead, if they give these 25 people have participated, they may consider.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I also would like to.
There is some questions here from people
yes,
are asking. This is P. Soumya Sri.
Yes, sir.
Regarding the 2019-20, 2021, 2020-2021, 2019-2020 academic year has been defined by the University Grants Commission. Please go through the website of the University Grants Commission and see what is that academic year. The academic year differs for 2019-20. 2020, 2021, and then NAAC also. Please go through the website. Due to the new coronavirus disease 2019 COVID-19 pandemic period. Okay, we pray God that this pandemic is outside the world, face of the earth, but still, given the chance, we see to that, given the opportunity, because everybody is online and technology and dual mode and hybrid mode. So kindly see to that. These 2 years, academic years are defined in the NAAC portal and the NAAC website.
Okay, sir. Thank you. There's another question from YouTube. Dr. M. Devendra asks, a college started in 2019. When should we go for NAAC accreditation?
The minimum eligibility criteria for a college or a university, an autonomous college, standalone institution, it is very clearly mentioned in the website of NAAC. It is minimum 6 years of its existence, or 2 batches should have passed out. 2 batches of the degree program. They may have diploma, pre-diploma, advanced diploma, certificate course, half-year certificate course, 3 weeks. 2 batches passed out, we don't consider. Degree program.
Okay,
2 batches should have been passed out, then they are eligible.
Okay, I think the same question has also been asked
Yeah,
from a
repeatedly. There are a lot of
faculty in
in the
Tripura.
chats.
So we'll skip that. We have someone else asking, sir, can you please tell us if digital certificates are valid for NAAC?
Digital?
Certificates. Right now, a lot of e-certificates are being issued. So
Absolutely
in that
valid.
context,
Absolutely valid. But don't insert signatures and letterheads. We are running through all softwares to find out. We are not policemen. We are not policing. But when people start cheating or people start fudging data and creating documents, we run a lot of softwares and see whether the signatures are inserted or something is original or duplicate, whether that principal was there at that particular time, whether that coordinator existed at that particular time. Then we started using different, the council takes a different type of decision for these institutions. So digital signatures are valid. Form 16, everywhere Government of India uses digital signature.
Okay, sir. If anyone else has any queries, I see a couple of people raising their hands. You won't be able to unmute yourself. So if you could post them in the chat box, it would be useful. I have a question coming in from Dr. S.N. Shobha Devi, BMS College of Women, Bengaluru. She says, sir, now due to pandemic period, will the date of NAAC accreditation be postponed?
Yeah. Because I see the Vice Chancellor. Before I could answer, because I saw the Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, Honorable Vice Chancellor. I just saw her. And from there, Thirumalai Kumar has posted a question. Due to COVID, we are unable to submit the SSR. You will be given time, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Madam. And
So are you able to hear us?
Time to extension will be given because of the IMS issue. Kindly raise an IMS issue. We will immediately. There's some problem with the internet connection. Am I audible? Ahuja?
Yes, sir. You are audible now. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sheila Stephen, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and Dr. Thirumalai Kumar. And Shobha Devi, I have already answered. Now, due to pandemic period, we NAAC accreditation, peer team visits we are postponing, but we have started the visits on December, November also, but November, December and January, we are going full-fledgedly regarding the peer team visit, and extensions are being given. And Anthony Ranglong from Holy Cross College, Tripura. So all the greetings and compliments are thank you. Now you're eligible. Once you're eligible, please apply. Don't wait for the COVID period. Before the due period, apply for IAQA. Then extensions are given. Even if you don't apply, extensions are given. Even if you don't apply, kindly go through the NAAC website. Extensions are given. For everyone, extensions are given.
Okay.
And Soumya, I've already answered. Thirumalai, I've answered. Poonam, yes. Again, Poonam is Ansari. Over to Poonam.
We have yet another question from Dr. M. Devendra. He says, I'm a principal of the college. When can I enroll as an assessor in the panel?
Very good, very good. We take all principals, professors of universities, not assistant professors, associate professors, only professors of universities. Even if you're a controller of examination, dean, director, we don't take. Only you should be a professor. I mean, if you're a professor and dean, director, we'll take. Of colleges. Not deans and directors and vice principals, and because in a college everybody should be aware professors are only the principal maybe in some states, otherwise professorship is not given. So you should be a professor in a university, or in a principal of a college, and the portal will open. Only one requirement, we ask a lot of requirements. You should be integrity to the core. We expect integrity and honesty to the core, and other formalities are there, and references we ask from the joint director of college education, or from the vice chancellor, or from the registrar. Somebody who have to recommend 2 references is essential. Then only we will be able to, the portal will be open. We are most welcome. There are around 6,000, more than 6,000, 7,000 assessors were there. And we take them on the field with training, with the e-training, and with the face-to-face training and online. And we put you on the field, and based on feedback, sometimes we blacklist many people based on the feedback. Otherwise, we take other people are there, and we often relook into the assessors regularly. Please, we want people like you all. Please enroll yourself in the NAAC website. Good question, ma'am. Good question.
Thank you, sir. We still have some participants raising their hands. Please post your questions in the chat box if you have specific questions that have not been answered. I still have another question for you, sir. This is Dr. Parmesh M. from St. Joseph's College itself. He says, sir, to become a faculty at degree college, PhD should be completed before 2021. What's your opinion on this, sir?
Sorry, I lost it.
Sir, Dr. Paramesh asks, to become a faculty at a degree college, PhD should be completed before 2021. What is your opinion on this, sir?
No, we have no opinion. My comments are reserved because it is the state government and the state universities and the government of India and UGC declares the minimum eligibility criteria who should be a professor, assistant professor, associate professor. We cannot just give a comment on it or a remark on it. The law is a law. When you wanted to wear a helmet and go on a pillion rider should also wear a helmet. What is your opinion whether pillion riders should wear or not? We cannot comment because it's a law. I represent the government. So
Right, sir.
comments are restricted.
We get that.
I just give some my good. You go ahead. My good friend Dr. Kamble.
So we cannot hear you. Okay, we have someone asked, all over India, most of the institutions are NAAC accredited, but qualified engineering colleges are not being accredited. Is there any specific reason for this? This is being asked by Dr. Tirupati.
No, madam. For that, it is left to the college. Left to the college. If they wish to apply to NAAC, they may apply at any point in time.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, for next, for my observation, next continuation of their approval letter, courses, yes, they may ask you.
Okay.
They may ask to the college people. First, you go to the NAAC, come, then apply for the again continuation of the programs.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I hope that answers your question, sir. I think Mrs. Soumya Shree's question has already been answered by Dr. Ponmudiraj about whether the national and international webinars being conducted during the pandemic, would they be considered or not?
In future, but same yes, question we received from so many from stakeholders, and we kept in the upcoming meeting. Definitely in future it will be considered.
Right, sir. Thank you. If anybody has any more questions, please feel free to post it on the chat box. Okay, we have Dr. Anil Kumar. I think sir was trying to ask his questions, so I'll go ahead and read it. Dr. Anil Kumar, coordinator of the IQAC from Shimoga, DBS College of Arts and Science, says, our college NAAC expired in 2019 December. We planned to go for the fourth cycle in 2020, but due to the COVID lockdown, we could not go ahead with that. But we have planned to submit the AQAR of 2019 and 20. In this case, the last 5 year is considered, or 6 years has to be considered. Please clarify.
No. First of all, the institution, they should submit annual quality assurance report AQAR annually, regularly. For the assessment and accreditation period, when they applied, after apply IQA, system only asks last 5 year data only. After applying IQA, only 5 year data, not a 6 year data.
Okay, sir. I hope that answers your question as well. I think we've come to an end of questions. I'm not sure if anyone else has any more questions.
Okay.
Y'all could post it in the next couple of seconds in the chat box if you do have any questions. Dr. Bajit, would you like to ask any other questions so far?
Yes, Poonam, I just have one question.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
So, yeah, I'll just wait.
You all shortly. The feedback link will be shared with you all shortly on the chat box. Please feel free to fill it up to get your certificate. It will be posted in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
So the question that I have here is like the student satisfaction survey. So for the colleges who are going for the NAAC, yes, the NAAC is going to do the process. Now, AQAR also asked this, SSR report. Now, should the college every year conduct this student satisfaction survey? And if you say yes, it has to be conducted. Do we design our own, questionnaire, or should we go with the questionnaire which NAAC has designed?
NAAC has given the question related to second criteria, teaching and learning process. Based on that example, you can frame a new questions, or you can use that also. Otherwise, you can little bit, you can change it and take yearly feedback from the student.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So one more
Yes,
question that I
yeah.
have.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
This is the students' progression data. One issue that most of the colleges would face is like, when we have to get the students' placement data,
Yeah.
where they have got placed and all, students hesitate a lot to share the salary that they kind of, receive, and also
No.
share the
See,
details.
sir, I understood your question. You don't ask salary and other, because some private company, they are giving only offer letter. Some of the government are given the appointment orders. Just you take the offer letter or appointment orders, or even though you can take only idea of that candidate, where they joined. That is enough for placement data, supporting data.
Because some of them also don't share the offer letter, so only ID would
just
be
you
an
convince them, sir, from our institution, you pass out, you place it there for improvement of our college, for NAAC assessment. That is important because you are the student of this college. So just you ask the offer letter or appointment orders only.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. We have another question from Dr. Devendra again. He says, before NAAC accreditation, should we establish IQAC compulsorily?
Yeah. Based on IQAC activity, they are submitting all data, all information. No, the IQAC is must as per the NAAC guidelines. For formation of IQAC, that data information is also available in our NAAC website. How to frame the IQAC.
Okay, sir. We have two more questions, and I think we will stop with that. Dr. Netravati asks, please let us know if the NAAC criteria remains the same after the implementation of the new NEP.
So that is under again process. We are also waiting for up to March. It is left to the central government. In coming up to March, they will decide it.
Okay, sir. The last question that we'll be taking this evening is from Dr. Murugu Balavan. He says, CAS are not conducted regularly in many universities. Will it reflect in NAAC?
No, it is not reflected to the NAAC because we are asking data, how many full-time teaching faculties are there. If it is assistant professor, professor, they can give only total data. We are not asking separate assistant professor, or associate professor. And that CAS procedure, it is left to the university. We need only total number of the teachers.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Due to paucity of time, we will not be able to go ahead with a couple more questions that have come from YouTube as well as on Zoom. But I'd like to thank and acknowledge each of you for your enthusiastic participation. It means a lot to us. And I'd also like to thank both Dr. Kamble and Dr. Ponmudiraj for the presentation, as well as for so graciously answering and clarifying all our doubts and questions. Thank you very much, both of you, sir. I'd also like to mention to all the participants that the link of the feedback form has been posted in the chat box, requesting you all to fill the same and submit it for your certificates. As we draw to the end of today's session, I now formally invite Dr. Alan Godfrey, Assistant Professor of the Department of Social Work and one of the criteria coordinators of IQAC, to propose the vote of thanks. Over to you, Dr. Alan.
Thank you, Ms. Poonam. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Respected dignitaries, guests, and faculty, a very good evening to you all. It is my pleasure to propose the vote of thanks. On the outset, I would like to thank the UGC and NAAC body for selecting St. Joseph's College Autonomous under the PARAMARSH scheme to mentor NAAC aspirant institutions. I would like to thank Dr. B.S. Ponmudiraj, advisor, NAAC, the resource person for the day, for sharing his expertise and patiently addressing the queries. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Dr. D.K. Kamble, Assistant Advisor, NAAC, for detailing us on the assessment and accreditation of NAAC and carefully explaining us the modules for assessment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to thank the pillars of our institution, our rector, Reverend Father Sweebert de Silva, our principal, Reverend Dr. Victor Lobo, the registrar, Dr. Melvin Colasso, and all our vice principals for their able support and guidance. In special, I would like to thank all the principals, the IQAC coordinators, and the staff of the mentee institutions for joining us as special guests in today's program. I thank Professor Clement D'Souza, Accreditation Ambassador PARAMARSH, for overseeing today's program and for his opening remarks. In special, I would like to thank Dr. Syed Wajid, Director, IQAC, and Coordinator, PARAMARSH, for the welcome address and for convening today's webinar. This program wouldn't be possible if not for the support of the following faculty members. I thank Ms. Reshma, IQAC Faculty Advisor, for the overall assistance for the successful conduct of today's webinar. Ms. Lata Paul for introducing the resource person, Ms. Poonam Ahuja for the wonderful emceeing and moderating the question and answer session, Ms. Amita Priyadarshini and Dr. Prashanti for the technical support by facilitating the session on Zoom, Dr. Valeen Rashmi Pereira for collating the questions for the question and answer session, Dr. Suhas for the creation and circulation of the feedback form, Mr. Ajay Chandran, our faculty, and our students, Mr. Amal Joshi, Mr. Shankar Das Menon, and Mr. Sampson for helping us in streaming the program on YouTube Live. Thanks to every one of you. Special thanks to our criterion coordinators, Dr. Arulmani, Ms. A.M. Bojamma, Dr. Arun Varma Tampan, Dr. Jay Shankar, Ms. Amita Priyadarshini, Dr. Laura Rita Govius, Ms. Poonam Ahuja for meticulously planning the webinar. Apart from the faculty, there have been some of our talented student volunteers who supported this program. On behalf of the management, I would like to thank them as well. Ms. Jennifer, student MSc Microbiology, for designing the certificate and the poster for our webinar, and her classmates, Ms. Amanda Taffy, Ms. Caldida Pearl de Sosa, Ms. Saumya Ann Norman, and Ms. Jennifer Albert for the meaningful prayer song. This program wouldn't be meaningful if not for the participants of the webinar. From the bottom of my heart, I express my gratitude to all the participants from various colleges outside, faculty of our own institutions, and well-wishers from various educational arena for asking such meaningful questions and showing interest in the webinar. Thank you once again. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, Dr. Allen, for proposing the vote of thanks. I also would like to thank everybody else for being here this evening and spending time for a collective learning experience. Before we close, I wish to inform you all that under the PARAMARSH scheme, the IQAC of our college will be organizing a 7-day series of criteria-wise presentations followed by panel discussions on revised NAAC norms and procedures, which is tentatively scheduled between the 7th and the 15th of January 2021. We look forward to participation from the mentee institutions as well as participation from various other institutes for these sessions as well. We request all of you to remain on this call, and we try and get a group photo at this point in time, which would have been possible had we all been meeting offline, but we'll request you all to kindly put on your videos if you can, and we'll try and get as many people that we could on our screen for our photograph, right? So I think Reshma, if you could help us getting a photo, would be great. I think we are in the gallery view now.
And request also for the principal, rector, if they're around, to kindly join us.
Yes, Father Victor, could you please switch on your camera?
And fathers.
And everybody else. So you can keep smiling because there will be a series of photographs being taken and we won't know where you would be. So. Reshma, could we go ahead? Are we done with the photograph?
Poonam, I'm also screenshotting, so I'm just doing the second page now.
Okay, great.